and it's deserved criticism. Of course, he selfishly wants to play. Like he doesn't want to waste another year.
By the way, breaking news here
Oh.
from a Brooklyn net. Chris Chiozza, who's one of the 2A guys in Brooklyn, so he quoted Bleacher Report's tweet. Kyrie Irving proposed in a group chat with Nets players that could start their own league per Stefan Bondi of the Stefan Bondi of the New York Daily News. And Chris Chiozza said, y'all just making this up about my guy now. Cut the crap. Y'all really getting annoying. So we don't know what to believe or not. But getting back to LeBron, I truly believe that people are going to be upset with his stance. You know, I get it. All these players want to win rings. Of course they do, but this is bigger than basketball. And LeBron, with his status, is not just one of the most famous athletes in the world, but one of the most famous people in the world. It's not the best look. Like, no one's chasing rings right now. And I know there's some people saying that whoever's crowned a champion this year might have an asterisk, and you're thinking, well, what about the teams that won when it was a lockout shortened season or things of that nature? So I'm not going to go there, but
I mean, people want to go to work. People want to do their jobs. And you know what? People want recognition. And at the end of the day, you know, LeBron always invites the comparisons to Michael Jordan. And you are outside of your mind if you don't think MJ would have been fighting people to get back on the court to try and win another championship. I mean, this is just part of the, we have to understand that this is part of the competitive nature of these guys. If you're a professional athlete at the highest level, you want to play and you want to win. And a lot of that is underpinning a lot of where these guys are. I mean, you said it beautifully in that none of the other superstars are going to put their money where their mouth is here because they want to get paid.
LeBron should be looked at as one of the guys that should. Now, you can't tell him what to do, but if you're the leader of the NBA, the face of the league, that should be his job, not Kyrie Irving. It's the unpopular thing. That's why everyone just, Kyrie Irving, this is what he does, right? He's not pop. LeBron's afraid of that. This is like going back to 2010 where he was afraid of how he went about saying he was going to sign with the Heat, with the way that he went about the first year in Miami. He was the villain of the NBA. He's back to being the babyface, and he's afraid to lose that image.
Yeah, probably. I mean, at the end of the day, look, this is kind of the nature of the game. You know, Michael Jordan had the famous line, Republicans buy sneakers too. He didn't want to come out and say anything unpopular. And this is the game. You have a brand, you have this, and you know what? I'm not going to try and take out anyone else's bowl. I'm not going to try and tell anyone else how to live their life. And at the end of the day, if LeBron wants to play these games and Kyrie doesn't, the other players are the ones that have to decide for themselves what their priorities are. And at the end of the day, all we can really hope for is that the leadership of the league and that the rest of us can be supportive of that and can help push this along, because that's what it's about. It's about all of us. It's not about making LeBron the public enemy number one. It's not about making Kyrie public enemy number one. It's about all of us coming together if we want change and doing something about it. And so as much as it's easy to get on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram with our pitchforks at whoever it is who's the villain du jour, it's important for us to really understand too that this is a complex issue. Different guys are going to have different opinions. And the most important thing is that all of us come together and that we're able to push forward towards, again, the reforms towards social justice, anti-racism, and so on. And however they want to do that, help push to be as progressive as possible.
So speaking of pushing along, and we're going to end the show on a bit of a bright note, but this is a hilarious way to end the show. So it was reported the NBA teams where they're staying in Orlando based on seating, right? So the Grand Destino, which might be Walt Disney World's best resort, it's the Bucks, Lakers, Raptors, Clippers, Celtics, Nuggets, Jazz, and Heat, right? Those are the top four seeds in each conference. Okay. And the Grand Floridian, a little bit of a notch down from the Destino, but still pretty nice nonetheless. You have the Thunder, Sixers, Rockets, Pacers, Mavs, Nets, Grizzlies, and Magic. So what I take from that is you have Russell Westbrook, Joel Embiid, and Luka Doncic all staying at the same hotel. Those parties are going to be meh. And then finally, the Yacht Club. All the non-playoff teams, the Blazers, Kings, Pelicans, Spurs, Suns, and Wizards. So I thought that was kind of funny how the NBA did that. I guess, like, as these teams get eliminated, they could potentially start opening these resorts up to actual paying guests. No, the NBA is going to pay to stay there or whatever. And then I saw the tweet of the day. there's a Twitter handle called Dunkbait. So he quoted Shams' tweet, and he said, Motel 6 at the Orlando airport. Knicks, Warriors, Bulls, Cavs.
I love it. I think that's great. And like, do not sleep on the fact that Damian Lillard is like writing this down in a little notebook somewhere. He's like, oh, really? Oh, really? We're staying at the yacht club? Okay. We'll see how long we stay here. I will almost bet money that he's going to have something to say at some point here about them being there. Even though obviously this is all done based on seeding, he's going to take offense to it. I kind of love it. I love this. I wish there was more of this because it inspires some great pettiness. And there's nothing better in sports than pettiness. If anything was taught to us by The Last Dance, it's that pettiness makes great intrigue and great rivalry. I fully support this. Get those trash teams, including my beloved Bulls, in the Motel 6. Get it all. I want it all, Jason.
Well, I think we're going to wrap it up here. I mean, look, we came into this show with an agenda, and we completely went away from that. And I'm glad we did, because I'm glad we don't agree. It was great for the sake of argument, but this is also a discussion that needs to be had among white people, right? We're both white. Like, we need to really understand what a lot of people of color have gone through and are finally brave enough to speak out after another senseless death. So, it's just nice to hear where you're coming from, where I'm coming from. Like, these are the tough conversations that need to be had. We're very fortunate that we have a platform such as Double G Sports, soon to be in the zone here at Baseline Jumper. We're able to discuss these things and kind of just get our thoughts out on the table. So thanks for that. I thought that was a very healthy discussion. I thought we were going to scream at each other. I'm glad we didn't. But do you have anything else for the folks before we let them go?
I mean, Jason, we're not fighting. We're just having a discussion, as Michelle Roberts would say.
Wow. Wow.
But with that, I think we're safe. We're in a place where I feel comfortable saying, please, everyone, remember to subscribe, rate, and review.
5 stars if you feel like it.
And we will talk to you next week.
Peace, guys.